I just crossed the Anahulu River here in Haleiwa, and we have a very nice beach to the left. You see all the cars are basically parked right on the beach. There is a big parking lot here as well, so plenty of people can actually go here and hang out. Let me see if I can pass this bus here before he's leaving here. And we have traffic jam here. It's early afternoon, and many people are driving up here on North Beach. Well, I'm stuck here, so I might as well take a look outside the window here. This is what you have. Beautiful park, great for many kinds of activities. And we are moving slowly. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, I'll see you when I'm driving. Traffic is incredibly slow up here. This is just a mile or so outside Haleiwa, and to get here took almost half an hour. It's horrible, but usually after here it starts easing up a little bit. And also, the later in the afternoon you are here, the better it will be. It's worse between, I would say, noon and 3 p.m. That's like a nightmare. And you see all the cars are going in the other direction here because they are going back to Honolulu probably. So you need to use tactics when you're driving it. It depends on what time it is, and you know, it's like being in downtown, Chicago, New York, LA, and things like that. You need to look at the time and then figure out when to leave. The beach is pretty much 50 yards down to the left, but sometimes you can barely see it because they have a lot of properties up here, you know, these $1 million shacks. I don't think $1 million will give you anything here. I mean, you need many millions of dollars to buy anything up here, especially right here. Down to the left here we have Waimea Beach, which is a pristine surf spot in the winter time. Right now it's just chaos down there, so I'm not even trying to go in there. There is no parking, by the way, none. I mean, you couldn't even find parking. Maybe if you come extremely late in the afternoon. And into the right here you have the Waimea Falls, where you can go in and, you know, hop into the water by the waterfall. It's a small waterfall, but people go it and try it out. You can probably buy some small touristy stuff as well. You see the river here is coming down from the mountain range. And we have a big tourist bus here, so let's be polite. Okay, one bus. Should we be nice to the second guy too? Well, he's used to drive here. He's just squeezing himself out there. He did not wait. And then we have some smart car, some little goofy car. We're coming into Sunset Beach here. I just passed the little store Food Land up to the right, and here we have all these, you know, food shacks here, where the surfers basically hang out in the winter time, and now in the summertime here it's, you know, regular people. It's pretty nice actually. I mean, you go in here and you can find all kind of finger food and you know, it's just that you need to be prepared to pay a lot for a few shrimps. They give you some rice on the side if you want, you know. I don't know, but it's cool. People like it. But parking, oh, no parking. People are, I mean, you see cars stacked up everywhere. But down here to the left is really a good place for kids, because when you have the low tide here, you can go down and basically do some snorkeling. You can find and play around with these small crabs they have down in the ocean. Maybe you can find, you know, some other sea creatures. I think it would be very hard to live here, because you can't leave your home, you're stuck in traffic. But on the other hand, you can start selling, you know, shrimp down by the highway, and maybe you make some good living from that. But the surfing here is world class. There is absolutely no doubt about that. The best surfers come here in the winter time from you know, all over the place. Oh, they're selling dragon fruit here. Wow, okay. It's a nice school. By the way, here is the surf place, right here. And I need to stop and be polite. People are crossing. And that's really hard to cross the highway here, because there are too many cars. We have, I would say, passed the worst when it comes to traffic. Let me see if she wants to pass the street here. She said thank you, and that was very nice. You are welcome. I'm a very polite driver today, for some reason. And in a few miles you would end up in Kahuku. And look at the bridge here, it's pretty cool. Some kind of iron bridge. And we are getting close to where I'm going. And if you try to do one loop around Oahu here, which is probably, I'm guessing here, 120 miles, you would need several hours. If you stress, maybe you can do it in 3 hours. I would, you know, put aside half a day at least, maybe even 1 day. I mean, if you really want to have the best experience, start in the morning and get back to wherever you stay late in the afternoon. That would give you many opportunities to stop and experience, you know, local stores, food, and all that. And there are many interesting places where you can stop and just, you know, learn something new, buy some macadamia nuts maybe, or whatever you're into. I have about 2 more minutes here, so see you soon. parked here, and right now I'm on my way down to the water again here. And in order to get down there, you have to pass this mosquito-infested forest here. It's not too bad in the daytime, but you could meet some mosquitoes. And they actually give you some information here, what you can or cannot do. No camping, no fires, which I can understand. They would basically ruin the entire area here if they did that. Kawela Bay. It's just an amazing bay here, right next to Turtle Bay on the other side of this little peninsula you see there. It's really beautiful. Not much of a beach though, but the water is nice and you can go out there, you can do some little snorkeling maybe, see some cool stuff. And people are sitting down here and they are hiding kind of under the trees here. And then, you know, once in a while they go out and go into the water. And in here is usually very, very quiet because it's kind of protected, you know, from the outside. But to sit here in the afternoon, maybe on the side over there, would be perfect. It's warm, no wind, because the wind is like behind the trees, and then you have all this for yourself pretty much. As you can see here, I mean, you have less than 20 people here, but earlier in the day, of course, you have more people, definitely. But now is the time to do it, because in the morning you have the sun in the back, but right now it's right in front of us here. This will conclude my afternoon trip here on northern Oahu, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a lot of traffic, a lot of cars, but in the end, when you come to a place like this, you can actually just forget about that and sit down and have a good time. So come and see this. See you next time, guys.